All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have someone else here in the room, Jeffrey. Jeffrey is making 75K a month right now with Google Ads through our community. He has been sharing some great results lately. And I think the strategy is working very, very well for you. But first, before we're going into that one, please, Jeff, introduce yourself. How old are you? Where are you from? And what is your history before doing ecom?
So I'm Jeffrey. I'm 23 years old. I live in a small city. Like it's more like a village. It's called Waarland. It's in yeah, it's near Alkmaar. I know some people from the
Is
Netherlands
it
know
Dutch
where
city,
Alkmaar is.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, before I started e-commerce, I was in a study like a college, HBO. It's called in the Netherlands. But yeah, I got like really depressed there because it was just not fun. And my thought actually was like, all right, so if I just spend instead of spending this 4 years in college, why don't I just start a business and just spend
Hmm.
those 4 years doing that? And I probably make more money doing that than just doing the college. So yeah, dropped out of college, tried a lot of different stuff, affiliate marketing. So then I got into like branded dropshipping. So or like more like branding. So I started a brand, but I didn't really pick up anything. I didn't even know about Facebook ads, Google ads, or
You had no
anything.
knowledge.
Yeah, no knowledge, and also I had like not I had like some cash flow because I had like a normal job, so I just worked. But yeah, so I thought like, okay, I need to do something else. I need to make more money, and yeah, just more experience.
Hmm.
So I bought like a dropshipping course,
Hmm.
um, and yeah, I got some okay results. I got like 22K in like 1 week or like 2 weeks, so that's pretty good. And like if you like taste those numbers, like on my biggest day, I had like 2.2K and
Hmm.
like €1,000 profit. So I was
Oh,
like,
really?
damn, like yeah, €1,000 profit. Like I never, like I made like maybe like 1,500 a month. So like €1,000 profit is like insane for me. Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, after that, like the strategy didn't really work and nothing really picked up. So I tried a lot of different stuff, and then I got into like fashion dropshipping,
Hmm.
um, which I made some pretty good numbers because I started like in Q4 last year.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was pretty good. But every time I would like scale, all my ad accounts would go down. It was
Mm.
on Facebook, by the way. It was on Facebook.
Mhm.
So yeah, I couldn't really scale. I got like good month, and then like the next month, like nothing. So it was not consistent.
Mhm.
So yeah, um, so then 2024 rolled around, and yeah, yeah, of course, Chinese New Year. So everything was a bit
Slower.
stuck. So yeah, so I was like, okay, I was also the business partner at the time. So we like set up everything, good backend, good structure, like 5 ad accounts, 5 pages, everything. So if everything anything goes down, we backed up.
With the backup. Mhm.
So yeah, so in March we made like 75K. Yeah, 75K. But it was also with Klarna, and Klarna is of course a headache. It was in the Dutch
Mhm.
market. So but after that we got like the it's literally like the month ended and we got like a domain ban on Facebook. So all
Oh.
my ad accounts, yeah, and I had like an agency account, and you could only connect one domain.
Mhm.
So all my ad accounts were gone, and like I believe like if your ad account at Facebook has momentum, because every product we tested was like a winner, like it just made sales. But yeah, I got like so we tested a lot of different stuff after that, but yeah, it didn't really work. So I thought like, okay, I need to do something else, you know.
Mhm.
So I searched on like I heard about Google dropshipping before. I heard like a guy did like 10K days in the Netherlands. So I thought, okay, let me try that. So I asked a lot of different people about Google dropshipping, and I searched online, and there's not really, not
Any
really anyone
information?
explaining it. No,
No.
no information. Like maybe 3 people or something. And so I tried those strategies, but didn't really work out. So yeah, I um I asked my supplier, and he said like, yeah, Jasper
Mhm.
Hengens,
Yeah.
Hengens is here, yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I don't know him. And they sent me like a card of Icarus AC. I was like, all right, great, but I don't want to. join an agency. I want to do it myself. But yeah, I googled your name and I heard your name before, but I didn't know where. So yeah, that's actually how I found your YouTube channel, and yeah, rolled in this community, man.
Ah, really? So you have been doing a lot of Facebook before, and this was mostly 2023, right? This was mostly
Yeah,
2023. Okay, and then
yeah,
you made some
2020.
good amount of money, but it was so inconsistent, and you get a really big bandwidth, like twice even. One with Klarna, one with Facebook, which is a pure headache, pure headache.
For
Um,
I got like everything because we also were running on like how you call it, Klarna fix stores, and
oh yeah.
yeah, and, we also got on hold on that. So like 2023, I made like a loss. I made some pretty good revenue, maybe 300k, 350k. I don't know exactly the numbers because I can't access those stores.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I reluctantly ended in like minus 14 loss. So I was like, all
Oh
right, great.
man. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you started, so you started looking for Google Ads dropshipping because you heard something was working. You saw my name even by your supplier, which is funny. That means that we have a mutual supplier because then they will know me. And that's funny. And that
hmm
means that you saw the community. But what made you decide to join the community then? What was the trigger?
So yeah, I just needed information, and I also found Hank's YouTube channel, and he has
Hmm.
like a lot of good information back then, but he didn't really explain how to set up the campaigns. And
No.
what he
Yeah.
told, what he but that's of course a good thing. But what he told was to like it's like it resonated with me, you know, because he just said like, yeah, there's a lot of demand on Google, so you need like a lot of products, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty logical, you know, if you have like a lot of products you
Mhm.
basically cannot fail. So I thought, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Let me just
Yeah.
join this community and yeah, see for myself.
Yep. And that means that after you've joined, you started implementing mine and Hank's strategy for Google Ads. And what was the biggest change that you've mentioned? What you have seen?
So before I was doing like a standard shopping campaign on Google, just with
Hmm.
I think already had like 1,000 products on my store, so that was pretty good. So I started with standard shopping, and it was doing okay, or like yeah, maybe not that great, maybe like 1 or 2 sales a day.
Hmm.
Then I implemented the PMax campaign, and yeah, like it was, of course, in the beginning, it's like pretty slow, but my ad account already had some data, so it started picking up. I was doing
Hmm.
like 300 sales, 300 euros a day sales, so it was okay. And
Hmm.
then I asked Hank, of course, and he wanted to also look in my ad accounts. He said, "Oh yeah, that's actually pretty great because I was doing like a 2.2 Google ROAS, so my store was like 3.5, so that's really good."
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
And
really
that
good.
I believe in that you were one of the first guys that got pretty quickly to the 1K day as well. Like you got very quickly to the 1K day because now we're in middle of August. You made 75K last month, right? By just managing 2 Google Ads stores, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And the margin, what was the margin a little bit on that one?
Yeah, so about 20%. I have one fashion store, so you know how it is with fashion, a lot of refunds.
Yeah.
So, but the other store is like 34%. So I don't know. It was like about 25, 20%, something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, which
That's
is
pretty good.
amazing. This means you're making at least 15K a month in profit, which is very decent. Knowing from
Yeah.
your back end and going from up and down, it has been stable. And to be honest, if you're telling me that you're in fashion, you know it's the slowest month for fashion. It is like July and August. Nobody's buying fashion. Everyone is chilling at the pool, drinking some cocktails. But yeah, I think your September will be crazy, and your August will be a little bit slow. But still, 75K a month, 15K profit. I think because how old are you right now?
23.
23. Well, not that many people make 15K with your age, so that's really good. I love how you implemented the strategy, and it's working out very well. So if you're doing right now 15K a month in profit, how did your general overview of your life change? Like I can believe that your life changing as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I also had this goal to like travel the world and become like a digital nomad. So that was
Yeah.
like my goal to start it in from the beginning, because yeah, to be honest, I really want to be a millionaire and I want to be free, and like
Mm-hmm.
this is like these two things like combine it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I'm now looking to, yeah, to travel. I think either to Thailand or Malaysia,
Nice.
because those two countries like speak to me pretty much.
Hmm.
So yeah, man, yeah, trying to implement that. I pretty much outsourced like everything from my store, because I
Hmm.
also recently joined your agency,
Yep.
and so the Google ads are like pretty good managed. My VAs are doing like all the listing and stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, and changed massively, man. I'm way more happier than like grinding all day
Yeah,
for
on the
like
Facebook side. Yeah.
300 a day. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you have outsourced the Google Ads right now to our agency. So we are running the ads for you, which is good. So you leverage already the time there, and you leverage the time with VAs uploading new products every day. Do you still do the product research yourself?
Sometimes. So not I trying to implement a strategy so my VA can do it. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's pretty hard to get them to like get it, because I'm
Yeah.
already doing like 1.5 year dropshipping, so I know, okay, so this is probably good, or this probably not that good, but
Yeah.
VAs don't really know that. So trying to outsource that as well, but yeah, he's doing that, and he's doing an okay job for now. So
Hmm.
yeah.
All right. Okay. And if we're looking to, well, we are now in the middle of August. We have Q4 coming up. Do you have set up some kind of goals for yourself as well by ecom side? What is something that you really want to hit, like revenues wise, or do you have some different goals by automating some stuff?
Definitely, man. So my goal right now is to hit like 10K a day.
Mm.
I want to hit it before Q4, so in Q4 I can scale way more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, just implement that. Yeah, I talked to you, of course, before this call. With the GMC, it's pretty hard nowadays. So yeah, trying to get a solution to that. So to make more Google stores, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
trying to hit that, and also trying to implement Facebook, because I still think Facebook is a really good platform, especially in Q4, because
Yep.
like everybody just buying then, and especially on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just trying to get, yeah, to do that actually.
Okay, well, that sounds good. Like 10K a day, that would be amazing because, well, if you're making 75K a month, you're doing 2.5K a day. So that means like you need to go 4x from this point. So that's a pretty decent growth. So I think that's very challenging. Sounds good, man. So after you have joined the community, you have implemented everything. Did we deliver your expectations from the community? Did you expect this kind of impact that we could have with all of us together?
No, I didn't expect like it would change like my life like so much, because I also like yeah, met a lot of good people,
Yeah,
people I speak with every day, like from this community, like people
yeah,
with the same mindset, people with like the same business, people like doing lower numbers and bigger numbers, so well, maybe not big numbers, but
yeah,
just around the same numbers.
yeah.
So yeah, man, it's like I speak to like people every day from this community, and of course you guys like you see that you guys really like want to help, like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
gurus just make a course and like, all right, figure it out, outsource
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
to the
yeah.
coaches, and that the money flow in. But you guys are always on time, always yeah, help me so much with everything actually. Like if I
Yeah.
help them with just a little bit, not really, yeah, business wise, but not really to Google, you always
Yep.
yeah, answer that questions. So yeah,
Yeah, true. And I think
appreciate.
it's funny if you tell me this because what I really notice, the people that I do interview, which are doing an amazing job, are always the guys that show up at all these calls that we do, and you guys ask the most questions. And that's so funny because we are very cheap. The community is so cheap. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. And I think you, for example, benefited the most because you almost make a one-on-one coaching 3 times a week. 3 times a week, you just speak with me directly, and we just implement the stuff with you directly. And I think a lot of people still underestimate that stuff. If you show up to the calls and you ask these questions, next day you can be doing crazy numbers just by one change. And we notice this every time. But you just need to come and ask me this. A lot of people still manage this like in the regular course. They just watch content back, and because we record everything, and they never ask questions. And then they're like, after 3 months, nothing is happening for me. Well, you need to ask me some questions if you really want to get help. And indeed, we are 3 times a week live. We do these calls between 1 and 1.5 hours. So you can speak with me for almost 5 hours a week, which is, I think, very, very good. And I love this model because instantly I can help you. I can see the results. And I really love that.
Yeah, and to come back with that, like I literally every call I joined, I ask you something like
Yeah,
every time. Like every time I was the first one to like raise my hand, because
exactly.
yeah, it's literally like one-on-one coaching for what 160k,
Yeah.
160 euros a month.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like that's like so cheap.
Yeah.
Like my ROAS on
Yeah. The
this
ROAS
month
is
is like the same.
insane. Yes, the ROAS
Yeah,
is insane.
right.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I love to hear that. And what are your key takeaways? What you have learned within the community itself? Like, have you sometimes like, oh, if I did not join it, I would never learn this?
Yeah, man. Let me think. So definitely sometimes I was like lazy, think about, okay, do I need to ask this? Like it's not really necessary, but maybe it's good to ask it.
Hmm.
And even though I like didn't know, or like maybe knew the answer myself, I still asked the question, because like
For the
you and
confirmation.
Hank,
Hmm.
yeah, you have so much experience, right? Because you are doing this for like maybe 7 years or something. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
how much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you're like, I'm doing this for 1.5 years, and I know the knowledge I have. So the knowledge you have should be like way
Yeah.
more, 7 times that. So yeah, I just
Just
ask
asking
confirmation.
questions is something that you
Yeah,
really, really learned. Like, okay, asking questions, implementing the stuff. Plus, indeed, what a lot of people do is they still ask, but they get the answer, and then they're like, "No, but that's not gonna work for me. That's not gonna." And
yeah,
I'm like, "Why do you question me then? Because if you have already
like,
the answer yourself, then you don't need to
yeah.
have this question." Yeah.
Yeah, question, implement. That's
No.
two things. When Hank looked in my ad account, because he was nice enough to like take
Yeah.
a quick look at my ad account, which was really nice for me. He didn't really have to do that, but he just
Yeah.
did it. He said, you do this, this, and this. I instantly implemented it, and instantly my business go down. I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
You just do it.
Yeah. Well,
That's the
that's really
thing.
good. I love that. I love that. That's really good. Well, you came from a background with doing a lot of Facebook stuff. You started even with branded. That's funny. Like a lot of people go from dropshipping to branded, but I think you have the correct mindset in there if you started with that way. But now you're looking. Now you started with Facebook, and you have seen the results from there, and you have to see the results from Google. If you compare the two, what do you think about Facebook, and what do you think about Google? Like, what is your takeaway from Facebook versus Google?
So Facebook is definitely faster. Google is like way more slower, but it's way more consistent. Like Facebook, you can have like 1K day, but then the next day you maybe have like 500 euros.
Mhm.
It's pretty like it needs to speed up. And Google is more like it's way more consistent also, and you have way less headache with like the ad accounts, because I think although the GMCs are like
A
pain in the
headache.
ass
Yeah.
to get up. It's a way better system than Facebook, I think, because Facebook is like, oh yeah, everybody can advertise, but if you're like a scammer or you think you're a scammer, like after like 1 month or like three
Yeah.
days, you're just gone. And Google is like, all right, you need to be perfect, then you can get up, and after you get up, you of course you can implement some other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a way better system, and yeah, for consistency,
Mhm.
definitely, man.
Yeah.
Like Google was like way more slow, but way better growth.
Yeah. And I
You
think
know,
every
and
business owner has the hunger for consistent cash flow. And I think a lot of people on Facebook, they make the first 200K, 300K, and they think life is good. They're going to spend some money on bottles and different stuff. And the next month, it's totally shit. And they're like, oh my God, where's my cash? With Google, this will not happen that hard.
that quickly. No, that's definitely it, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I still think Facebook's also there's a place for Facebook, definitely,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I do advocate like set up your Google store first and start with Facebook later, instead of the way around. Because a lot of people start only Facebook, and you're on Facebook. The buying intent is a little bit there, but you need to impulsive buy. So you need to understand marketing way more, and marketing is way different than just ads. Ads is just maybe
Hmm.
making some good content or just ripping some content, which is what most people do. And I think your learning will be the most on Facebook, because then you really understand marketing and how to interrupt people's patterns. But with Google, it's the goalkeeper of your team, of your soccer team, and Facebook is the striker. They need to score, because you need to hit people when they're scrolling on Facebook or on TikTok. On Google, you really know people are coming to you. You really know, okay, people are coming to you, and you need to catch it. Like a real goalkeeper, you need to catch the ball, otherwise you will get a goal against you. And I think that's really something people neglect. A lot of people neglect this way.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I think it's good. So now you're doing these numbers, and you want to scale to 10K a day. Is there something else that keeps you busy as a businessman right now? What are you doing on the daily operations?
So inside my business, or
Yeah, inside your business. So what is how does your dropshipping day look like? Do you have a structured day, or do you go from left to right, or what is Jeffrey doing on a daily basis?
yeah, I'm really bad at structures, but
Mm.
I force myself to make a inside Google Calendar. I
Mhm.
time block every day. Yeah, first, like, I just look at all the stores, win, cash flow, profit stuff.
Yeah.
Then I just help my VAs with all kind of stuff, because yeah, a lot of times products are out of stock, or they can ship it or whatever. So yeah, I help them with that. They have a lot of questions for that.
Yeah.
Besides that, yeah, right now, like, because the Google is pretty easy, I kind of outsource it. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do now? I need to hit 10K days. So what am I going to do? The GMC is not really working.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, let's just do Facebook. So right now my daily operation is just Facebook. Finding winning ads, just looking for new strategies. Like, okay, what's the best way to find winning products? What's
Mhm.
the best way? What's the maybe like I'm even going into like funnels and stuff to, like,
Yeah.
okay, if I hit a winner, how can I maximize the profit out of that?
Nice.
So yeah, that's my daily operation right now. I think if I keep doing this Facebook stuff, I will definitely hit 1K day very soon, and yeah, 3K days very soon, and then I'm almost at 10K. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That's really good. And
that's
you
kind of my
do you
plan.
want to combine Facebook and Google on one store as well?
No, not right now, because I had some trouble, because I
Mm.
did that at first, but
Mhm.
I hit like two DMCA's after each
Oh,
other,
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, and if
Mm.
you had it's really like, then you're done. So I thought, okay, maybe like keep the Google stores for now,
Safe.
just separate,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe later we can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now not. I just want this to have like for cash flow, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's do you think this is a pretty lazy and easy method to make money? Like, you made 17K, and when I hear your daily operations right now, you're focusing on Facebook. You did not in the whole month of July. You made still 17K. Did you do a lot of work for this 17K, or you're like, well, it was pretty easy?
So I do work every day,
Yeah.
like just the whole day, because I like working, and if I'm not working, I'm just
You're out
going
of
crazy
control.
probably. Yeah, I'm out of control. I just need to do something,
Yeah,
either
yeah.
like so I do work every day, but yeah, the time I really spent on the stores are not that much. I wouldn't call it easy, because it's still you're still running a business, and you still have
Mhm.
like trouble customers, like it is the drop shipping. It's not like all sunshine and rainbow. It's
But a
also like,
comparison to the Facebook dropshippers, I think way easier, right? If
definitely,
you have it set
definitely,
up, it's way easier. Yep.
definitely, because also you don't have to scale the ads every day. You don't have to look
Yep.
at the ads if they're like
Yeah.
not good
That's something
performing.
a lot of people neglect. Indeed, when I did my best days on Facebook ads dropshipping was in 2020, 2021, which was 150K a day straight up. And I was managing around 30 to 50K in ad spend per day, which is not that much when I compare it to seven-figure businesses as well. But the headache that I had in the ad accounts, that one got rejected, that one, and I was like managing so much, I could not escape my ad manager. And now with Google,
Oh,
it will never do like, oh, today 1K spend and tomorrow 6K, for example. That will never happen. So I have the peace in mind. I'm like, okay, I don't need to touch the ads. It will go well.
yeah, definitely. And also you have way more Google agencies. Like Facebook,
Yeah,
you already have to have a media buyer, and you
yeah,
also to be very experienced, because you don't want to, like, if you're doing like 30K ad spend a day, you're not gonna just get some random Filipino to like, oh yeah, just make some Loom videos. No, you really want to do it good, you know. So yeah, it's way less because in theory you only have to like scale every 5 days.
Yeah.
And yeah, right now like I'm doing relatively nothing on the ad accounts, which is
it's great. It's great, and I think you did a great job because you managed your ads at the beginning. You understood how it worked. You brought it through your 1K a day, and then you were like, "Well, now I just need Jasper's team's help. We need Hank." We came in, we did an audit, and we're like, "Oh, we can scale you, no problem." And that's just way more passive. Because to be honest, the leverage is not by you managing the ads; it's just by creating more Google stores. And now you have you have the ads handled by us. You can handle the GMC, which is a way bigger headache. But if you have them up and running, you know what kind of cash printers these are.
Yeah, definitely, man. And that was actually it was not really my strategy from the beginning, but like over the course, I was like, okay, I'm not going to join the agency. But yeah, after a while, I thought like, okay, you know what? It's doing pretty good. Like 10%, or like, I don't know if I can say.
Yeah, 10%.
Okay. Okay. 10% ad spend is like, it's not that much.
No.
So yeah, why not just scale that? And Hank is like an expert, you know. So why not? And I know what kind of numbers like he managed a month.
Yeah.
So yeah, why not? Like I didn't see any downside.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have more time to do other stuff, you know.
I think I've indeed, like in my 7 years of dropshipping, I was never being able to give my ads to someone else because indeed I was always in these ad accounts of Facebook and blah blah. But since I met Hank and since I met Google, I was like, wait a minute, he can manage my ads way easier than I can do. He had not the dropship mindset as well because he is a media buyer from himself. So I noticed like, oh, this guy is not 24/7 in the ad account as well. And seeing that every 10 euro spent need to have one add to cart, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, that's so better to have some people like him in my ad account that has a peace of mind that is like, okay, take it easy. Google will take care of you. It will come good. It's really good.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, he's also pretty chill about it. It's like not if you're like panicking or shit's not working. He's like, oh, it's okay. It's gonna pick up, you know. And because a lot of people like they manage they start a Google campaign. You see it in the community. Oh, after 2 days, I still don't have any out the cart. But like, yeah, bro, just chill.
Just chill. Yeah, that's chill. So they have spent like 10 euros and they're like, oh shit, no add to cart, no sale. Do I need to kill the campaign? And this is exactly not how Google works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
true.
You
need to have a big warning actually in your community.
Exactly.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it for a month.
Don't touch it. Yeah, it's funny. Well, Jeffrey, it means a lot that you have told me all this information. If you take a look back, would you, for the people that are watching right now, would you recommend joining the program to join the community?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Like, I mean, when I started, I was literally doing like 300 euros a day, and now I like doing between 2 and 4K a day. So yeah,
it's like a no-brainer. Great ROAS. Yeah, you have a really good ROAS on the community, which is great.
It's like a no-brainer, but you do have to like you do have to want it. I think like a lot of people join stuff. Yeah. Because there are a lot of people also who joined the same time as me and not doing these numbers. You know, maybe even doing like nothing. Yeah. But you just need to you need to just do it. It needs to be like your number one priority. Yeah. And you just need to go to the calls and ask questions.
Yeah. You know? I think that's it. That's the main takeaway. Indeed, if you join, just ask me the questions that you're thinking about, because a lot of people have all these thoughts but are afraid to share. But I'm there like 24/7. So please ask me. So guys, if you want to connect with me and Jeffrey in the community, the first link is in the description. That's still in there. You guys are able to join because, well, Jeffrey, you're almost on all the calls there. People can connect with you easily because you do the same. You connect with a lot of people in the community as well. And that's what you're building your network as well. And I think a lot of people do underestimate this as well. So even if you stay in the community, you will build relationships for the many years as well. And I did exact the same. I joined back then in 2017 and 2018, I think 6 communities. And I was just all in with that. And finally, someone was in the community. Hey, Jasper, you're living close to me. Let's come by in my house and we work together. That changed my whole life, my whole perspective, because he taught me how the numbers work in Facebook, how to do more product research. And I was like, whoa, what the hell is this? Just by a paid community. And that was like my biggest key takeaway.
Definitely, man. I even have like a group because I'm not the only one who having this GMC problem. We have like
Yeah.
a group with all the guys who have the GMC problem, and every day we share like, okay, what did we do? No, who can we try? Did we try this
Yep.
one? No, this one is way too expensive. We need to try this one. No,
It's really good.
if you have 4 people on a problem, it's way easier to solve it than you have 1
Exactly.
people on a problem.
You have the
So
mastermind. You have the mastermind. And imagine
yeah,
you
that's
buy this one for $160 per month. And some masterminds charge 10K, for example, to just get one
Yeah.
golden nugget, which can maybe change your life. But why not just do something that you're getting accountable for per month and you can progress? Plus, you see me building a store from scratch to 100K a month very easily. Like, to be honest, the store is very easily done. It's not, you even replicated my store, you told me, and you're like, well, I'm doing the same. Well, you took the idea behind it, which is fine, because I tell people, do what I do and you will make money. And you show it by example. You lead by example as well.
Yeah, or like do it in a different market. You can literally copy your store in like the market you live. So say you live in Sweden, you can literally copy your store, go to Sweden, you copy every product you have and just print. Probably even more than you.
Way easier than this. You cannot get it.
Yeah. So free money actually.
Well, Jeffrey, thank you for the interview, man. I really loved it. I think you're a very big inspiration for the 23 years old. And you're a student. You were a student, but you have been a college dropout as well. A lot of people struggle this as well. And to be honest, Google Ads dropshipping is still the way to go. It's still not dead. I think a lot of people can resonate with that. If you would give one type of advice to people that want to start, with, for example, with the Google Ads dropshipping, what kind of takeaway would you give them straight away?
So Google Ads dropshipping in general?
No, maybe in general, dropshipping. They think about, oh, I want to start dropshipping. I hear Jeffrey is doing this. What is the first step that they really need to do?
So it's really easy. You just don't have to give up, because like I spent a year long, like 12 hours a day, like almost every day, like, and I at the end of the month, end of the year, I had -14 in profit. But yeah, right now I'm doing like these numbers, which it's pretty good. So yeah, you just don't have to give up. You have to keep learning. You have to join more communities. You have to talk to people, and really go to events, because that really opens your mind. I mean, I saw you, of course, on an event, and I met some people there doing like crazy numbers, like 100K days. And if you hear that, you're like, wow, what the heck? Like, I'm doing 1K a day, he's doing 100K a day. I didn't even know what's possible. I didn't even know these people existed. Like, so join that, just not give up, up.
It's a really good one. And I think if I would add it on that one, people that see you doing 75K a month and they want to start, it's very hard to compare yourself with this one, because they just need to start. So I always tell, like, it's just like a book. If you're reading chapter 10, where you're at chapter 10 and you need to start at chapter 1, don't skip the chapters. So don't compare yourself when you're in chapter 1 and you see someone at chapter 10. When people look at me and they're like, oh, I want to be like you, well, then you need to start at chapter 1, and that's just going all in, just making sure that you pick the right products, and just do it step by step. The progress by day is way better, because I think we underestimate what we can do in 1 year time, and we overestimate what we can do in a month. So you did 1 year maybe testing left to right, and then instantly you made the correct choice, and boom, life changed instantly. And that's just in 1 year, which is crazy. What is 1 year? It's nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah, exactly. And like, that's always like, if I talk to my friends who are just in college and stuff, I just give them this analogy. Like, if you just if you think right now, if somebody is listening and just think about, oh, do I need to drop out of college, this and that, just think about this. If you either spend 4 years in college drinking, getting drunk and stuff, that's fun, all great, or you just spend 4 years in a business, and like after 4 years you're rich, you're a millionaire, you live in Portugal or something. It's great, right? It's like there's no downside, I think.
And that's why I believe in the community that we are building. We are building it on school.com. I believe in the digital new schools, and I want to build a new school for people like you and like me. We feel we don't fit in the regular system. We feel like that we are stuck in the system. Nobody understands us, but on our community, we understand you and we are welcome. So guys, if you think I'm just like Jeffrey and just like Jasper, I want to join, first link is in the description. Jeffrey, thank you for having me with this call with me. And well, I see you in the community and see you next time, man.
Definitely. All right.
See you later,
Bye,
G.
man.